Troubleshooting a leaking LG freezer. If you see water in front of or underneath your LG refrigerator, it could be that there is a leak inside the freezer compartment, or the freezer door isn't closing all the way, or a water connection in the back of the unit is leaking. In any case, the issue can often be resolved without a technician. Let's begin. Open the freezer door and remove the container with the food. Now look at the bottom of the freezer compartment. If you see a sheet of ice, you will need to manually defrost the unit. If there is no sheet of ice, then skip this step. To manually defrost the unit, unplug the refrigerator from the wall outlet. Remove all food and empty the ice bin. Leave the refrigerator and freezer doors open for at least 8 hours. Keep towels in and around the unit to soak up water from the melted ice. After 8 hours, use a dry towel to remove any moisture inside the refrigerator and freezer compartments and replace the food container. Plug the refrigerator back in, close the doors, and wait 24 to 48 hours for normal operation. Make sure the vents inside the refrigerator are not blocked, the refrigerator doors are properly leveled, and the refrigerator and freezer doors are closed completely. If the leaking persists, the next step is to ensure that the freezer door closes properly. If the door is not shut all the way, this can sometimes cause leaking. Inspect the freezer door gaskets for damage. If a gasket is ripped or torn, it will require a repair service. If you see any compressed areas of the gasket, try to pull them back out to normal. Look for dirt or debris on the gasket and clean it off with a soft cloth and mild soap. And when filling the freezer, always make sure that nothing inside interferes with the freezer door closing completely. If the leaking persists, you need to check the water connections on the back of the refrigerator. If a connection is leaking, the water can pool up underneath the freezer and be mistaken for a freezer leak. Roll the refrigerator away from the wall so the back is exposed. Now check the water line connections one at a time. Look and feel for any moisture around the water line or fitting. If there is, check the line as it inserts into the fitting. Only one black line marked on the tube should be visible. If you can see 2 lines marked on the tube, push the water line into the fitting until only one line is partially visible. Next, check for any damage, such as cracks or splits in the water lines that run along the back of the refrigerator. If the water lines are damaged, then the unit will require a repair service. Turn off the home saddle valve to stop the leak until a technician can correct the issue. Also check the water line connection near the bottom of the refrigerator. Inspect where the home water line connects to the back of the refrigerator. If you see or feel any moisture in that area, make sure the compression nut is tight and that the leak is not coming from the refrigerator pilot valve. Lastly, inspect the home water line that connects to the back of the refrigerator for any damage. If you see damage to the line, turn off the water at the home saddle valve. The water line between the home saddle valve and the back of the refrigerator will need to be replaced. A new home water line can be purchased from a local appliance store. If the leaking still persists after performing these troubleshooting steps, then the unit will require a repair service. Please visit our Request a Repair page. For further assistance, you can easily find our contact information on the lg.com website. Go to the support menu to ask us more questions.